Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, it's day 2 of Season 4 of everyone's favorite Pirate Rumble game mode, that is Grand Party. And in today's video, we are going to try and do what we wanted to do in yesterday's video, and actually use the new Whitebeard. With the release of Whitebeard comes the rules that heavily favor this particular guy. Dex, Powerhouse, Strikers all get a big buff, and then Psy get nerfed. So Whitebeard himself gets such a monstrous buff. However, in Rumble, I've just found Whitebeard to be bad. Like, it just is what it is. Now, since the release of all of these new characters and these new GP abilities and stuff, nothing has really toppled Roger, Whitebeard Roger, and then like Luffy and Top Music are kind of like right there. But the combination of the two Rogers, they're just undefeated. Even with the nerf to Psy, it doesn't even matter. Like, you just run Roger, run Whitebeard Roger. Psy still does bits. It works insanely well. As long as you're not taking on, like, the anti-Psy's int team, you are going to have good luck. It might bite you at the back end, but I know a lot of people are using the 3-3-1, the 1-1-1, the 4-1-1, all that 1-1-1 strats. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys are doing that. But if you guys like to see big old fights, as always, you guys came to the right place. So belt the like button, hit the subscribe button. With that said, let's dive in with the new Whitebeard in some Grand Party. Alright, so the first fight, we are going up against a Super Tandem Luffy build that's actually utilizing a quick team. Now, in today's video, I'm going to look for quick fights because Whitebeard heavily boosts Dex units, and having a Dex team that can sort of be an anti-quick, like, that's what we're kind of going for here. So, this is the build. As you can see, our last team is that anti-quick build. It should work fairly nicely. It has a lot of nerfing capabilities for quick, and once we come up against quick, like, we shouldn't have any issues. We got Whitebeard in that team as well, so we're getting that leader buff. But this guy, it doesn't seem like he has too much craziness popping, so we'll definitely dive in and see how we go here. I think I might want to change my int team. I think I just want to bring Broly into the front line, and maybe push Fuji out of the team. Fuji's really good for the team, but he's not really getting too many buffs from Whitebeard per se, and this particular team can lack a lot of damage. But Fuji is just a phenomenal Pirate Rumble rare recruit, and having him in the squad is nothing but beneficial. This Dex team that we're coming up against isn't exactly the be-all or end-all too, by the way, so don't get too crazy about how this fight goes. But with Whitebeard, he does boost Powerhouse characters, and that's why we're running a int-driven Powerhouse-centric base team. So, as you can see, everyone on this team either has Powerhouse in their kit, or they have Striker, namely Kid. Driven is the main focus as well, but Blackbeard boosts Powerhouse, where Kid boosts Striker, Driven, and then so does Top Music. So it all works out pretty nicely, especially with Fuji boosting Driven too. So the Dex team has so many really good options as well, that like, even like with this guy kind of running like a lower centric team, it still has some pretty big hitters here. You got like Luffy, you got Kizaru, Lucci, still very good units. And obviously, Zoro back in the day, before like the rise of V2 Doflamingo, he was an absolute monster as well. So we should be able to get the dub here. We have a big old powerhouse in team, so we should be absolutely fine. But trying some of those higher echelon of teams, Whitebeard just cannot compete. Stuff like, we actually tried a Top Music fight. I might show some like highlights of that after, but it was just way too much for us, even with these disgustingly big teams that I have put together. The Top Musica build is just way nicer because I have something like a burst. As you guys can see, Whitebeard's burst is what lets him down. We are now halfway through the first fight, and we've only done one power attack, which is actually ridiculous. Like, I just don't understand why they make all of these new Pirate Festival Grand Party leaders with these bursts that are just unattainable. Because, like, let's be real, I'm not going to put on the team a character that has power attacks just so I can get that burst when they have bad Rumble abilities or bad Rumble special. It's just not viable for the team. We'll just have to just take the L when it comes to the burst, and we'll have to sort of just move on from there. But as you can see, we get the first dub in the bag against the Super Tandem Luffy build. Let's move on to the second fight, utilizing our big old Dex team. Now, utilizing big Dex is nice, but they are basically running a strength team, if I saw correctly. They have stuff like Odin in the front line, but it might be slashes. No, it's a strength build. So they're running like a strengthy build with fighters, which obviously Luffy does boost as well. He is a Psy Dex fighter booster. So stuff like Bullet is getting a nice buff here. Stuff like Straw Hat Crew getting a very nice buff here. And strength have definitely seen a rise in the later sort of Pirate Rumbles. However, like I said in my previous video, I feel like they've still got a bit of too much of a skip in their step, and they're not where every other color definitely is. So it is what it is for strength, but like it doesn't mean they're in a bad spot. It just means that they're not in a good spot. We have a drastically low speed though, drastically low. Let's see what the enemy's rocking here. 34 attack is pretty nice for them, especially with Odin. Getting that off is awesome because Blackbeard actually bursts strength and quick units after he does his HP cut, which is awesome to see. Now that we just copped a Straw Hat Crew, means we are going to cop Odin and we're going to cop Ace. See how much damage this does. Okay, it's pretty good damage from him, but like we're still tanking fairly nicely. I feel like this is going to be... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I feel like we're gonna be in good stead here, and unfortunately we probably won't see the quick fight. But in the next couple of fights, hopefully we can see the quick fight earlier, and that way we can kind of show off what Whitebeard can do. But he's just not good. I'm sorry. Like if you guys have used him and you think differently, let me know in the comment section below. But hopefully later on down the line we can do a bit more, like with the next fight or the next fight after that. We can hopefully do just like a bit of a better showcase for him, as like it's upsetting that in 2023 we have a prime Whitebeard and it's just nowhere where we need or want the character to be. So it is what it is. So this is basically a wrap now. I think we were just way too out muscling for this particular build. Let's move on to fight number 5 now, really. Alright, so we found the waifus. Very interesting little build here. They have a quick team as their frontline team. Awesome to see. That means we can actually show off Whitebeard. They then have strength because obviously they're running the waifus. And then they've got a dex team down there. So I think we're going to go out anti-quick. We're going to go out quick team. And then we'll wrap it up with that big old int team that you guys just saw. It just does not take damage, man. It doesn't take damage at all. But let's dive in. Let's see how we go. The anti-quick team is very, very strong. Obviously, when you are versing quick. So, verse Yamato, Moria, Kizaru, Cat Viper, Whitebeard, not really, but Whitebeard's here because, like, he's got to be put somewhere. And with him in the team, we get our GP leader ability as well. So, 22 attack, but only 3 HP. Like, 18 defense is nice to see, but 3 HP, like, damn. That's not good at all. However, the quick team is built up around HP cuts and fixed damage. So the HP cut side of things isn't that big of an issue for us, but the fixed damage could be a bit of a problem. So as you guys can see here, we are doing so much damage to them, it's not even funny. We are going to take the HP cuts from a Kainu, and then we are going to cop Smoothie. They have a lot of speed here, which is interesting. We get the special rollback from Smoothie. That was a huge special rollback. Kaido's going to lower our defense. We're still in pretty good stead here. Brook is going to heal? No, I'm thinking Dex Brook. Shiryu isn't a problem because we're not versing strength. Now we're just going to buff up our defenses. And from here on out, we're basically good as gold. Yamato's going to hit so hard because we're versing a full quick team. Yeah, see you later. Catch you later. See you later. The thing with Whitebeard is, right, like, watch him, he just does nothing. That was awesome. 15-second counter stance. Good job, Whitebeard. Just good job. Just good job. Dex have so many good options for PvP. Like, why is this unit even a thing? Why is he Dex? Like, boost strikers, boost powerhouse, do something. Do something. Trash unit, bro. It's trash. As you can see, anti-quick, easy dubs. Let's move on to the second fight, which is, again, another strength fight. Funny to see strength, man. It's funny to see strength. I just think in Grand Party, strength and quick are so far below the other 3 colors. It's just, it is what it is, you know, like, it's just, it is what it is. Also note, by the way, check out the burst meter. The burst meter is just not moving. It just will not move. It is what it is, right? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, trying to build out the best teams and not having power attacks, it's like, why is that a thing? So, it is what it is. Let's see how we go here. Blackbeard is going to help us out quite a bit with this Dex fight as well. I did notice they didn't have any anti-Dex on the team too. If you're going to run strength, I would highly recommend running some anti-Dex stuff like Kakus and Tokis. Stuff like... well, I mean, they have Arlong, right? But he's in the back. Like, Arlong in the front is a great shout. Like, stuff like that. Otherwise, you can go with the Strength Slasher build, which, again, still has that sort of Toki. We are going to lose out on our Blackbeard special here, which kind of sucks. Okay, so Blackbeard got the revive, but still has the stun mechanic. That is annoying. That is annoying. So unfortunately, we don't get the extra damage from Blackbeard, which is actually huge, by the way. 40% HP cut, and then 2,000 fixed damage. Disgustingly strong. We've got Guard now from Pell, which is awesome. And now Luffy, because he's at low HP, go give it to Blackbeard. Let's go. Alright, so Blackbeard gets redemption. He's going to go again. Well, not again, for the first time. It's a downside as well, actually fighting in the waifus, is obviously they're very RNG-centric. And if you can get that stun ability off, here he comes right here. Big HP cut, big damage. Well, 1750 because of the dex damage reduction. If you can get the RNG of the waifus to work in your favor, it does help out quite a bit. Jack at the back end of the fight is not a threat, so I'm not overly worried about that, but this definitely is. Okay, so Luffy's not... Okay, who's that? Dalton. Dalton's the one with his special. Dalton... Yeah, Dalton's going to lose his special, which kind of sucks. It means we lost 2 specials. That's so annoying. Well, actually, we're going to lose a bunch of units here. Interesting. This could be like an ultimate comeback here. This could be a scary-looking comeback. I mean, we have Sobermas coming now, and we also have Doflamingo, so I'm not worried, but, like... It was looking pretty, like... It's looking pretty sketch towards the back end there. Still is looking pretty sketchy, if I'm honest. Kid can kill it. Yeah, wow. Okay. Kid with that clutch. He's still alive. He gets it done. Unless... Nah, we can't win this. Surely not. Surely not, Kid. Law. Nah, surely not. Dofi? Dofi? Nah, unfortunate. Strength getting it done. I don't know what to tell you. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I lied. That's just what I mean. Whitebeard's just bad. He's so bad. He just did not help. Like, if I put him on that team, he just wouldn't have helped at all. Like, but bad RNG from the waifus can obviously do that to you as well, so. Can't complain. Just gotta roll with it. But we have the backup. We have the in-team. I do not see this in-team having any trouble with this Dex team at all. This Dex team looks very anti-quick, and obviously we're not running quick, so not overly worried. So how we go, though. Waifus, as a leader, has that same issue as us. Like, we're just not seeing a burst, so I feel like making sure you have synergy with your leader to get a burst, as well as to getting a good rumble ability is so key in this game mode. And that's why Roger Whitebeard, that's why Roger, Luffy, and Top Music are all shine so much. Alright, well, Fuji might be in for a bad time here. I just realized that because we do actually have a quick unit on the team. He ain't going to do damage, but he's going to give us guard, which is great. Blackbeard should do some serious damage to whoever has half stats. The cat dog combination here. Good attack buff. Goodbye. See you later, Dogstorm. Cat Viper. Good damage, but nothing too scary. And Top Musica now should do a lot. Okay, Waifu's actually got their ability in this fight. What does their ability do? Misleading. Okay, well, that did sweet FA, so not worried at all. Once again, the in-team is so powerful, man. So ridiculously powerful. The amount of defense, HP, HP cutting, half stats, it basically has all that inside. So good, and then Dex obviously just rules the roost when it comes to the tricolors. But this is going to be an absolute wrap, so let's do a bit of a skipperoonie. And let's move on to the final fight. 2 wins with Whitebeard, but obviously they're not convincing wins. If you guys watched yesterday's video with Roger and Roger Whitebeard, like, this guy just does not even come close, man. He doesn't come close. Let's go on to the final fight. Okie dokie, so we found V1 Odin. Some weird fights going around. We found a V2 Odin, but obviously that's a free win. We're not going to fight that. We'll take on this particular fight too, because as you guys can see, there's another quick team in the front, and that means we can actually do something with Whitebeard. They have a, I didn't showcase the teams, apologies about that. They have a quick team first, they have their Dex team second, and then they have their strength team last. I'm going to still rock my Dex team last with Blackbeard, because I think that I can just get the 2 wins easy peasy at the start, utilizing Int and the anti-quick team. Moral of this video, if you guys are using Whitebeard, use him early. most of you guys shouldn't have summoned, so let's be real. But if you guys are using Whitebeard, make sure you're fighting quick teams. Or if you do get towards the back end of Pirate Rumble, or sorry, Grand Party, once you get to there, if you see something like maybe like a Final Tap Luffy team, or you see something like a quick Uta team, you guys can pretty much guarantee that you know where that quick team is, and then you can use something like Whitebeard. However, I would still highly recommend running stuff like Whitebeard Roger, and then just putting a Dex team on the team. I would highly recommend running something like Roger, and just using a Dex team there. I would highly recommend using something like Super Tandem Luffy, because he boosts Dex as well, and then you can just run this exact same team, just with Super Tandem Luffy. Also, you have stuff like Uta 6+, the top music variation, and a lot of people have been running V1 Kaido, so that's definitely an option for you guys as well. My overall thoughts and opinions of Whitebeard, whilst he has an okay passive, he has a good passive, it's passable, his burst is non-existent. Like, look at this. Look, we haven't seen it once in this video. We haven't even seen it charge. And don't get me wrong, I haven't been searching for it. I haven't been going for it. But as I mentioned, that shouldn't make the character good. It should be something that is readily available no matter what team you guys are using. And that's what makes the top 4 best GP leaders so goddamn valuable. But Whitebeard, you're just never going to see that burst unless you centric around power attacks. But God forbid, if you use power attacks, like, what units are you running? Because I sure as hell can't see any good ones. As for his actual use in Rumble, as you guys have seen, his special is almost non-existent. He gives a counter stance and attack to himself, but, like, who gives a shit? Like, he gives himself HP, which also, who gives a shit? Run him in the middle, maybe? But again, who gives a shit? He's just bad. He's a bad unit in Pirate Rumble. In regular content, he can obviously do speed farming stuff. But again, V1 Kaido, just like in Grand Party, V1 Kaido just kindly does it better. And to think, at the start of 2023... we got a Prime Whitebeard, standalone Whitebeard Super Tandem Legend, and he's this. Also, another thing to note is if you really want to get the max stats out of this character, you have to have him Super Tandem level 5. And, like, if you actually summon for more than one copy of this unit, I don't know what to tell you, man, but that is some brazy thinking on your behalf. Let's move on to this next fight, though. We are versing a Dex team. It's not exactly the greatest Dex team going around. Obviously, no Luffy doesn't scare me. No Dofi doesn't scare me. And, their bench is kind of very wonky with Queen. So, Sanji and Luffy as well, obviously, they've never really seen play in Rumble. So, it's an interesting choice for the Dex team as well. But Dex, look, Dex is very powerful. Blackbeard with his HP cuts, if you can actually get him to go like he did just then, can work very well in your favor. If you haven't tried him out against stuff like Quick and stuff like Strength, give him a run, because he can actually help you, especially against Strength. Like, he's a very good unit to help take down Strength teams, as he just does all that extra damage and all that HP cut. So, that's going to wrap up the video on Whitebeard. Let me know what you thought of him in the comment section below. What do you think of his kit, just on paper, if you guys haven't used him or if you haven't seen him? If you've versed him as well, please let me know how he goes, or how you guys have found versing him, because to me, if I see a Whitebeard, I'm just thinking that's a free win. If you enjoyed the video, belt the like button. Best of luck in your Grand Party. Hopefully you guys are sitting at your 6 wins. Stay tuned tomorrow for the stream. It will be a little bit later. Just like these beautiful people, hit the bell notification so you don't miss out. It will be a little bit later, so it might actually benefit a lot of people. And I think we will do the Dirty Double and do both tomorrow's and the days after in the same stream. So you won't want to miss that. We will do it as obviously separate 2 videos, but we will sort of combine the stream. If you haven't done so already, hit that big red subscribe button. If you want to be an extra Chad, hit the join button. It's not expected, but greatly appreciated, and it definitely helps your boy out even more. Most importantly, though, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Lates! Oh, Whitebeard. What did they do to you?